Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another part of the vlog. So as you can tell, the office space is done. So I finally put up my gallery wall. I have one more picture that I would like to add, but until I can find the proper frame to match the proportions of the picture, it will not go up immediately. But I think that this wall really brought my little nook of an office together. I had mentioned before that, you know, I had got my desk from IKEA, so I had spray painted it, got the glass cover for it. I was like, okay, this is cool. You know, I had a different chair. I had this ugly wooden chair. I recently got this chair updated from Amazon, thanks to Aaliyah's Face for making it known to me. And then I said, okay, like now that I feel like the chair kind of brings the space together a little bit more, I would like to add my own little spices of Deidra. The main thing was this gallery wall, which I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to pull off. Originally, the pictures kept falling. I had wiped down the wall. I don't know if it was because I had wiped down the wall, because your walls do get dirty, that the adhesive for the command strips weren't sticking. And so the pictures kept falling, and these are pretty heavy frames, so I was like, maybe the adhesive is just not strong enough for it. But lo and behold, I put some nails in there, and I also used some, not command strip, but like a super strong sticker made for holding up pictures up to 12 pounds. I used it for this gallery wall as well. But overall, I think it came together very nicely, and I'm very happy with the final results. All the accessories here are from IKEA, with the exception of this vase. This is from Goodwill or Savers. Lamp IKEA, candle IKEA, throw blanket IKEA. So many of these pieces are from IKEA, and they did not break the bank. So I hope you guys love the final product as much as I do, because I am in love, and it makes me feel like I want to work and get shit done like a boss ass shorty. But if you like videos like this, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in 1 second.
You just need to know I love you. Feel my soul, pure devotion, darling. You're the only one that love can get much deeper than this seems, much deeper than this.
The picture's up. How's it look?
Girl, I can tell you don't know what to do. You know when I heard I'm telling you the truth. Please don't stop it. These my priorities as in sheets, so I don't know. This girl, my priority should have been you. Yeah, when I got on, I was on. Now I'm alone, oh, priorities. Only I know about every lie I told him. No guy coding me, love blind those we kiss with both eyes open. Trust me.
Hello, beautiful people. Crazy looking Deidra, hair not done. Deidra is present with you, but this is how we're gonna start off the vlog. So I haven't left to the gym for a couple days, and I need to get back on my shit. I deep cleaned my room yesterday. I like got on my hands and knees. I got a rag with bleach and like cleaning products, and I wiped out my floors, the areas around my floor. The only other things that are needed to be done prior to me feeling good about my room is finishing the setup of this frame right here. This frame was not there before. This was an idea. I was trying to decipher. I bought a black frame to put there. It didn't fit the way I wanted to. I went back to the gold frame, and I have to find a frame that fits the matte frame that's currently in the frame. Confusing. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It's fine. 2, I'm in the process of doing laundry, and I've been stalling going to the gym because I've been lazy. So I told myself, if I can find my leggings, you have to go. So I found my leggings that were actually folded already, and I put my gym fit on, and we're going to the gym. 3, I was on TikTok, And there was a video of a man saying, if you want to chase your dreams, or if you want something, you need to stop chasing after them and actually ignore them. What did he say? Hold on. And he was saying, if you stop chasing your goals, you reach them faster, which is so true. That actually happened to me this year. When I got my new car, I had to sit there and convince myself that something that wasn't mine yet was my own. And yeah, I had been on my goals chart, my Canva pictures, my what are those words? Oh, I had a vision board on my phone. So I had been on my vision board, I had journaled about it, I had done all these things, but it took me realizing that if I really wanted something that I felt like I deserved, I just had to step into the person who already had it in order to receive it. And that's exactly what happened. So just the motivation that once you are already putting in the work and you know what you want, it's time for yourself, the one that is currently in your current reality, to step into the person you would like to be, because you technically are already that person. I'll probably touch on that a little bit more later, but just a friendly reminder, you can have whatever you want. You have to believe it emotionally, physically, mentally, and step into that person who can receive that. So, yeah. But anyways, another person I need to get back to is the bitch who's been working out every day. So, I have my workout clothes on. And I went to the gym, I think, last week. But I didn't do it this week. So we're going to try and go every other day again, because I've been really lazy and I need to stay fat. I also have all of the supplies I need to stay thick, healthy, good looking, popping, as shorty, you know, my body on Lori Harvey type shit. So, yeah. But I'm going to go to the gym, come home, take a shower, and get my day started content-wise for whatever I feel like I have the energy to speak on or talk about or what have you. I will also be showing you guys how I printed my pictures for the gallery wall, so you don't have to spend $105 to print something out that can cost you $10 for all of the pieces that you want. But that'll be a little later, so if you're interested in that, then stay tuned. But like I said, it's gym time, and so I will talk to you when I get back from the gym. Hello, beautiful people. I am back from the gym. I had a good workout. I'm glad I pushed myself to do it and go, because I feel like my ass is feeling real fat today. Okay? You know what fucking song is stuck in my head? I don't know if you guys watch Kennedy's vlogs, but she had mentioned she was gonna go to the I think like the premiere for The Best Man, the last holiday. And she was like expressing her love for Morris Chestnut, and like, you know, if you watch Kennedy's vlog, you know she's a character. So she talked about Morris Chestnut, and then she goes, "Daddy, daddy, daddy, daddy." And I don't know if you guys watch the Tamar Braxton sisters, but there is a scene when they're making a song about it, making fun of one of the sisters. I'm gonna insert it here probably, but that song has literally been stuck in my head since I watched the vlog, like a week and a half. So that's how I'm feeling, though. I feel like my booty's giving scrumdiddlyocious, and I'm ready to take on the week. I actually stopped to get some flowers to add to the space in the corner, because I haven't had flowers since I threw my last ones away, and my flowers are really what bring my office space together. So I'm going to do my flowers, take a shower, make my protein shake, and eat something, because I make sure I keep these gains up, you know, before New Year hits, and make sure my core is tight before New Year hits, which is on Sunday. But yeah, I need to go wash this stinky little booty of mine, and then I will touch base with you guys when I get back. I feel like talking, so we're gonna chat. Yeah. I hate that my lips look dry. It looks like white, but whatever. So, oh, the car's not on, girl. Yeah. So last night, since like 2 months ago, I've been having this like unwavering feeling of like I need to like do more change in be more in my creative space and reevaluate like what I want spaces to be like for myself and all this stuff, blah 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 blah. More specifically than not, I have felt this way. Like, I don't think I've ever felt this way about a time in my life. Go ahead, because I need to go, lady. You fucking play with me. More specifically than not, I've been feeling this year. I think I've always known, like, I've wanted to sit in the creative space and know what that looks like. But as I mentioned previously, it's a matter of, like, you just have to sit in the person that you already are and, like, be consistent with that. Because otherwise, like, if you're not taking the strides to be the person that you already want to be, you're not gonna get there. So where was I going with this? So all this stuff, needless to say, has kind of put me in a space to really think about what does change look like to me, and how do I want it to affect my mental space, and how I interact with people, and what affects me, and how much real estate do people really have in my mindset, and what is going to determine how I moving forward. Because unfortunately, the people you choose to surround yourself with have a say indirectly in how you internalize things. That could be like your family, your parents. I've talked about this on TikTok before, where it's kind of crazy to think that other people's opinions and how they value things affect how we choose to create opportunity and move and flourish in our current lifestyles, even though they are not the ones who are sitting in our shoes. And that we need to do a better job of sitting in our truth and being able to create our own reality for ourselves, regardless of the principles and values and opinions of other people. You are allowed to listen to other people and what they have to say. Sometimes people are just trying to be helpful, but also a lot of the time when people are offering their wisdom, they're offering wisdom rooted in fear. And that's not beneficial to you, because now you're afraid of doing something that you have the faith to do, that you're not afraid of, and someone else is trying to steer you away from that because they wouldn't do it because they're too scared to do it. We don't need that. So anyways, yeah, a lot of people we surround ourselves with, what that looks like. I thought a lot about what connecting with people looks like, how I want to be received as a friend, what I need to be acquainted with you, or how I need to know you as a person, and how I need to receive that in order to be a friend to you. For example, for me, when I'm getting to know people, I like to talk to them on a consistent basis. We don't have to ask each other questions, but I think being in a person's presence, getting to know them, having conversations, just like seeing who they are on a regular basis when they are truly themselves, as opposed to trying to come to a false image of themselves, is huge. Like, I think as humans, we try to fall in line with how a person is to impress them, versus just be ourselves, so that the person that we're trying to impress can accept us for who we truly are. And it's like, that's backwards. Why pretend to be someone else for someone to accept you for who you are, when you can just be yourself? And if they receive you, they receive you. If they don't, they don't, you know? So yeah, moral of the story, I'm going on a tangent. This is a whole conversation of like a whole bunch of other things, but a lot of self-reflecting in a lot of different ways. I was having conversations with myself last night and with a friend. I was anxious last night, and I was fine. Like, I deep cleaned my room, I wiped down everything. Like, I was like, this is the time I should feel the most at peace, because my space is clean. You know what I mean? Like, this is the most clean my space has been in a long time. And so I should be able to relax in the space. It was sage. I used Palo Santo. You know, there was a lot of things I did to make sure my space was where it needed to be, so I could fully set into my space and relax. but something was still making me anxious, and I don't get anxious often. So I'm like, something in my spirit is directing me to something that I need to be aware of. I don't know what it is because I've been fine all day. I had a friend that I had reached out to during the holidays, and like we had spoken the week before, just like a regular check-in because like I hadn't heard from them. And I had messaged them Merry Christmas because obviously it's the holidays, and I didn't receive a response. I'm like, that's kind of weird. So occasionally I like to go on Instagram and I like to see who's following me and who's not, but I like to pick specific people if I feel like it's called for. So I type their name in to my followers and I'm like, they're not there. That's weird. I'm like, maybe like I'm still following them though, and like something happened, who knows, maybe they unfollowed me, whatever. I go and look, I'm also not following them. And typically on Instagram, the only way I know that you are able to make it so both of you guys aren't following each other is if you block and unblock them, and it makes it so both accounts don't follow each other anymore. So I thought that was odd, and it kind of like, it bothered me for like 5 minutes, because I'm like, it's unfortunate that as adults, we feel that communicating through social media and unfollowing people on social media speaks bigger volumes and sends bigger messages than communicating with people in real life, in real time. You have my number. We just spoke last week. We weren't able to have a conversation about maybe why that was the case. I don't like that. So I was talking to my friend about it, and I'm like, you know what? Like, you always tell me that I need to stop giving people so much real estate. I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna stop giving people so much real estate in my mind and just let it be what it is. Because kind of back to this idea of trying to get to know people and be friends with people is like, first of all, when people show you who they are, leave it where it's at. You know, they're allowed to be who they want to be, and they also don't owe anyone an explanation for why they do things. That is fair. You could be a great human being, and people still choose to not want you in their life. But two, be aware of how people choose to deal with you, communicate with you, and show how they... Be aware of how you express, how you want to receive communication, and like the boundaries or the conversations that you have. Be aware of how you express how you need to be loved as a friend, as a partner, and see if they can reciprocate that for you. Because for me, it made it clear to me that the person who unfollowed me, or made it so that we're both unfollowing each other, wasn't present enough or wasn't able to provide me with the level of care I needed as a friend in order for us to continue a friendship, which is unfortunate, and that's okay, because I would rather have people in my life who fall in line with how I need to be loved as a friend and communicated with as a friend. But pay attention to little things like that, because even when it sucks and it feels shitty, it's also like God is making room for you to invite people who do deserve that space, and who can provide that level of care for you as a person, as a person and as an individual. Pay attention to those things, and also don't fall back to old habits and old ways. Like, if that's where people want it to be, let them be where they want to be. Like, give them their time to figure out what they need to figure out, and find people who are in line with what you need to grow as an individual, so that as a human being, you have people who are supporting you in the right ways, not trying to force people to fit into a category of friend that you need when they don't have the room to do that. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'm at the gym now. I am going to go in there and work out. Oh, I didn't drink my protein shake, bitch. I was too busy talking to y'all. Stop. Oh no, I gotta drink before I go in there. I guess I could talk to y'all for a little bit longer. I drink the Bare Life protein and chocolate, and I use the vanilla protein shake to do my high protein smoothie after. But yeah, stop letting people take advantage of like what you've already expressed that you needed. You know, I think we try so hard again to fall in line with other people's boundaries, structures, wants, and needs, that we lose sight of what that's supposed to look like for us, and why it's important for us to also keep our boundaries, because there are 1,000,002 people in the sea, and you can think that you're showing people the most caring, to whatever extent, level of care needed, but sometimes they may not receive it that way, or they don't know how to show that to you, or they might not think that the ways that you're showing it are sufficient enough for what they consider to be known as sufficient for them. And that's okay. I think that it's also like important to remember, like, it's okay to not fall in line with people in the ways that they need. Not everybody that we interact with is going to fit the puzzle piece exactly, and that people are meant to be in our life for seasons and reasons. So last night, anyways, back to the story about last night. So, like, at first I was a little bothered by it because I was confused. I was more confused than anything, because I'm like, we just spoke last week. That's so weird. And I literally went on my way to check in and, like, invite them to something that I was considered going to. And so it was just like, it caught me off guard, but then I had to sit back and be like, you are a great communicator. You did what you could with the resources that you had to be present for somebody with the limited knowledge that you did have, and it didn't fit the puzzle, and that's okay. Leave it alone. And so I left it alone, and it caught me, or it forced me to think about everything else in my life that I learned, and how I was proud of myself for not allowing it. I took it as a lesson versus like a punishment in a sense. Also, the fact that social media, although like I went on my way to look to see, typically I use social media as an indication versus like a lifestyle. So although it happened through social media and I took the first step to look there, it's also like social media doesn't have that much of a hold on my life to the point where I don't know how to communicate with people outside of social media platforms. And social media platforms don't have a huge weight on myself to the point where I'm devastated because one person unfollowed me. You know what I mean? So I just have to, lessons. Like, really look into situations, and like, I think this is a perfect time to self-reflect from the entire year. New Year's is on Sunday. But yeah, this is the perfect time to sit back and think about the hard times that you had this year and what those moments feel like, look like, and mean to you, and what you can take away from those small moments and pivot from those, because there's plenty of other worries in the world that we're going to run into and that we're currently dealing with. Don't let small things ruin your mood, take you away from everything. And but yeah, turn those little things into blessings, or lessons or whatever, because it shows how evolved you are when you can learn from those experiences versus let it take control of what you're at. We're done. All right, I'm going to the gym now. Talk to you guys later.
Warrior. Hey, I don't cop things for resale. Don't do iCloud, don't do email. Feds wanna top up man and wire up man like Chubbs in detail. Back when Ricky was doing up Teasdale, I was doing dinner with Teasy. I didn't trust no one, swore got line, niggas got too breezy. Miko never move Nike, sweatsuit Nike, sweatsuit PG. It might get beaky, ring, call up GG, do him up neatly. Used to look up to a man from certain ends with tune on repeat. Thought he was a bad boy then till a man got kitchen, man went PC. Man went PC just like Dell and Windows, some man Windows. Before I was ever around Kendos, I was in Enzo, dreaming of Enzos. The woman I do end up with has to be a backyard just like Munchie. Can't have no pretentious thing when I know this road gets bumpy. Word to the broski J, he got different names in different countries. 3 whaps in a whip and we beat that case where man look way too comfy. I don't do well with people making kisses and making threats. Warrior man got flown like private jets for way, way less. I know you try to get one down on us, ever since then it's been stress. Cause you know the reps, them owe you one, and we always pay them debts. Wassa, just like the Cody press, I don't do no pasta. Link with Skull and cousin Jamie, and y'all done dip on Gaza. Pasha, Sasha, pissed I was way too young at the time for slashes. You niggas spend too much time on captions, not enough time.
Hey guys, so today is well, it's 2/22, so it's 2/22, December 28th, and I was like, you know what, like, going to the new year, I need to make sure these puppies are cleaned up. I try to cut the side of this nail because I've been hanging out and now my nail hurts, so just gonna get my nail situated, my toe situated. Let me see if I can do a wax. Let's see. I was watching a TikTok and it was like, if you don't at least trim down your vagina hair, it does hold bacteria, just true. So if I can get a Brazili Willy. So I just scheduled my wax appointment for tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning. We have a nail appointment today. Yeah, it's really hard to get her sometimes. So wax tomorrow, nails today. I cleaned my room the other day, and so we're just getting on it, baby. And I also filmed something that I'm working on for you guys. Hopefully it'll be up this week. I might edit it today. I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to set a format up and like kind of what my vision looks like, but as of right now, that's what it's giving. So yeah, nails. Cause last time, I'm gonna say this, I think I spoke about this in another vlog, maybe I didn't. I want to get my nails done. I asked for a specific design. This was not the design. It was not it. And I was on my period. I hated it so much that I got the design taken off from the other two nails. I hated it that much. And I went to a different nail salon for them to go and do it. And people were like, why didn't you just go back to the person who did it? I was like, I was so mad and fuming about it. I couldn't. Because I had already expressed to the guy, like, that's not what I wanted. His response was like, oh, well, it's a design that only you and I know. And it's like, that's not what I asked for. And clearly you don't give a fuck about what I want. So I went somewhere else. I was mad as fuck. Whatever. So yeah, but Yoni's gonna be clean, baby. Nails gonna be on fresh. I need to actually figure out what I want to do with my nails. I have to choose a solid color because clearly this man can't do designs, and I want to love my nails going into New Year, because if I feel okay, it's not gonna be giving what it needs to give. You feel me? You feel me? So I don't know. I always do like either a really dark color or a really light color. Like looking on Instagram to see like nail art or like colors and stuff. Cause I'm a girl's girl. I also haven't got my feet done in a really long time, so I'm excited to get these toes situated. I always take forever also to pick a nail color when I go in there, and I sit there for like 15 minutes, and it's like, you should have just thought about this before you went in so you could avoid all that. I'm about to journal because my nail appointment is not until 3 and it's only 2:27, so I'm gonna leave in like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna journal for 10 minutes, pee, head out. I made my wax appointment, I have my nail appointment. I just keep pumping out and creating this content for you guys. I really hope you guys like what I have coming to you guys. It's something that really resonates with me outside of the camera. When I'm talking to my friends, I'm always having these like deep conversations about things and experiences that I've been going through, and I wasn't quite sure how to bring it to the platform in a way that I felt like was going to be helpful, but I think I finally cracked the code. And it's funny because it took me experiencing something for me to know how or what I wanted. I also feel like this year, and specifically, this is the most clear I've been about what I want, how I want it. Like this gallery wall, I knew exactly what I wanted, I knew exactly how I wanted it, what the space should look like. I know what I want to do with my hair next year. I just like just a lot of things that I've taken pride in getting to know myself and also having the utmost confidence to get it done. So I'm very excited about what's to come this new year. I think it's gonna be an interesting one. But yes, I am very excited about this new project I have in the works. Yeah, so today's gonna be a lot of creative juices flowing for me to set up it in a way that's cool for you guys, and hopefully you guys will want to engage with me and be a part of the community that I'm going to put together. So yeah, baby. Yeah, baby, already. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Yeah, and then soon I can give you yeah, I did it myself. Yeah, it's that lady with the fucking makeup on her face. I'm gonna show you guys the final product of this wall. As you can see, the gallery wall is up, but the gallery wall actually motivated or provided me with inspiration for another section of the wall. And so the wall looks like one whole piece now versus just like its own section. So once I get this inspiration shit figured out, I'll feel good. But even standing here, like talking to you guys, it just feels like the room, this feels like me. This feels like this is my space. This looks like what Deidra looks and feels like. So I'm happy about that. And I also got some content out while the sun was out. Because the sun in Boston right now will be going down at like 3 o'clock. I ain't with it. So, yeah. Nails, yoni. I took a shower, hair back in a bun, and we're good to go. So I will chat with you guys a little later. So I'm back. So I got my nails done. This is the color I went with. Well, it's like this pinkish nude. I don't know if you can. Let's see if I can. I don't know, camera. Yeah, so I got this pinkish nude color. He put a lot of coats, but whatever. So my nails, my toes are done, regular white, and then, as I told you, I'm trying to finish up my gallery wall project, so I ordered a matte frame from Michaels, but I wasn't sure if it was going to fit the frame measurements that I had, so I was just going to order it to pick it up. But then literally 2 minutes into me driving to Michaels, there was a framing shop. So I said, oh, I'm gonna stop right there, support local businesses. So I went and got the exact measurements for the picture frame, and they created for me on the spot. So I'm so excited. And it looks like it's gonna fit perfectly based on my measurements. So I'm gonna take this picture out. This is what it looked like before, for reference. Clearly the matte frame is not within the measurements of the actual picture frame, and it looks ugly because you can see the line, but I am going to put my frame in and see how it looks. I have to unscrew the back, so I brought my little tools with me, and then I have to screw it back together, which is the only annoying part. I hate that this is blurry. Yeah, so, and then after this we're gonna eat and then do some editing. So